Well, hello guys. Welcome back to Karin's Orchids channel. Happy to see you here. Today's video is going to be a few highlights in my growing area for the moment, which I'm very proud of. So I think you guessed it. I want to start by showing you guys this beauty. This is not pink. This is not pure purple. It's cerulean. It really is. Well, it looks, when I see it through the lens, purple pinkish. But it certainly isn't. It's cerulean. This one is a primary hybrid cross, Cattleya, whitey, cerulean from Lucke, Orchid in Germany. I've had this orchid for a little bit more than 2.5 years. I recently did an update on that specific haul. If you'd like to see it, I can link to it at the end of this video. But I'm very happy the way the flowers turn out, shape-wise and size-wise. Considering the relatively tiny size Cattleya it actually is. No wonder, as it's got the Schilleriana, Cattleya Schilleriana in its heritage. And that one is a very, very small species Cattleya. And it also got another parent, of course, which is up here. And it's a medium-sized Cattleya, the Waneri. So 2 species makes a primary hybrid. This one flowers can reach a red. I've never seen this one in bloom, but yeah, might be soon. Hopefully, come summer. Let's hope for this summer for this orchid. It created a sheath last year as well. An empty sheath. A double sheath, as a matter of fact. A double sheath on the Waneri. Anyways, it's a summer bloomer. Medium-sized species with 20 centimeters of red, wide flowers. And the Schilleriana, the other parent, has got about 10 centimeters wide flowers. If you measure them across the petals, like I always do, and hopefully I won't stand corrected. Yeah, about 15, about a 14 today, 14 and a half maybe centimeters. We may come out with one a little bit wider and one less wide, but yeah, this one is a bit wider. So it must have been this one I measured first. It's about 14 and a half, 15. Yes? Gorgeous color to the throat. And curly lip. Frilly. Not fringy. Frilly. And I really love the shape of and form of the petals. And a little bit darker tone, you can see, to the edges. And it's nicely fragrant. Fragrance comes out best, this is very best when it's light outside. A little bit of sunlight or LED lights onto it. Setting in semi-hydro. Yeah, it worked. So that was the first little highlight. It's been out now for 1 week and 2 days, about 10 days now. So still looking healthy and very, very fresh. Yeah, and another thing I would like you guys to see before it goes over. It's a Phalaenopsis, first time blooming here. Phalaenopsis Mickey Mock Choy Bear Queen 774. From the Orchid fair, no, Orchid show last September. Yeah, bought her with 1 flower, and the other, yeah, I think the other flower blasted, or yeah, both dropped after just a few days. Well, she created this spike and that spike, and I can see today there's something. Whoops, there's yet another spike coming there next to the root. So it seems like this one really likes to be in bloom if given the right conditions, or shall we rather say after acclimatizing. Yes, obviously she hated to be put into a different condition, and she was sitting in at the nursery or such. But she's sort of lovely scented, and she's been out for a fairly long time, so she wasn't so bad after all. I was a bit disappointed when I got her, but now she's doing all right. Just wanted to show you guys. And I recognize this one, Phalaenopsis minimark, Sun Splash. Yeah, she's just simply, instead of creating another new spike, she's extending the old spike. You can see she's been blooming from almost, yeah, every place of this spike now. So this has been very long time blooming, and it's not in the way that she's even fragrant. So yeah. And this beautiful Phalaenopsis Japan Good Boy times Bellina Rolf. You can tell that she's a descendant from the Bellina. Leaves, characteristic leaves of the Bellina, very wide and rounded, glossy in a way, and the shape of the flowers, smashing red. Beautiful. And another spike there, and yeah, I think that's it. But it's totally fine by me. I'm happy. Yeah. Now this progress is a better blooming than last time, or shall we say the first time she rebloomed for me. No. See now. Here's a Bellina, real one, the real deal, but probably a root. She's very tiny. Oh, you never know. But a first-time spike I can see here on the fowl. All right, just sit there. Fowl Mariae dark. So it's a very thin spike, very thin. Yes, look at our old spikes. So, always something, isn't it? Yeah, here, Phalaenopsis Joy Fairy Tale Pyloric. She's been out for a very long time now. Oh yeah, ever since I did my Phalaenopsis collection video, she's been out. So now she's thinking a little bit about branching out, as these guys are going to drop in a couple of days' time. 3 lips, yes. And Ambuensis, almost overbloomed. I forgot to film her, but she's got several spikes here, I think. Yeah, even new spikes there. So I think she's gonna bloom for a while. And where is it? Yeah, something is definitely coming out from there. So I think it's gonna be a new spike, just above the old spike. And that one's been, you can see. And that's really resonating with me, as you can see root tips forming in there and there and there, and that's normally when she decides to get into bloom as well. So that's a normal behavior when it comes to Phalaenopsis. And I might as well say that this could be a spike. The first time, Val, Purple Gim, Mickey Leopard. A while ago she bloomed. She arrived with this recently overbloomed spike in October. So, and that one turned up from the base almost. And so it wouldn't surprise me if that one will be her next spike. Or, look. Down there. Can you see it? She's starting on a spike. Hooray! She looks far too healthy, far too vigorous, not to like it here and her new conditions. I mean, yeah, with a set of roots like this. Proper gym. Yeah, not much more to see. The bronze Buddha still out, hanging in there. Just as vital as ever, fragrant still, for many months now. So I'm very pleased with this purchase. Yeah. Here's the second blooming, shall we say, on her. Yeah, the other lead. This one was overbloomed just the other day. These three guys. I was able to see her in full bloom for at least 1 or 2 weeks. So this Cattleya Chantilly Lace Twinkle. It's a gorgeous scent to that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. This one I have to show you guys. Look. It's the Phalaenopsis hieroglyphica. Too bad she's facing downwards. I mean, the flowers are facing downwards. But there are a few. Fairly large. So when she does it, she really, really does it. She continues to bloom from old spikes as from new ones at the same time. And of course, she's fragrant and hairy. Very large flowers on this particular one. Crossed with sibling. Should be 4N or 2N or such. Very, very large flowers in comparison to the old one I had prior to this one. Yes. I'm a little bit late with everything. It's been a lot lately. But it's the Phalaenopsis multi-honeybee. Yeah. Coming out with a very good spike, I think. Where to put her? Yeah. Maybe here. Put her on a better display. You guys. So, I do believe it's Phalaenopsis time here. At times I thought she was a little bit fragrant, but at least not now, during night time. So, but she's gorgeous. And another new acquisition of mine. This orange, beautiful Phalaenopsis, which I couldn't resist when I visited the garden center the other week. Just the other week. She's smashing. I'd like to have a trade name for this one, but I guess I need to check it up properly. Stuff is going on, yeah. Miltonidium Barocco Red in spike. Yes. But down here, it's a very, very lovely Cattleya orchid. It's RLC CM White, the best. Look, about 14 centimeters across the petals. Gets paler and paler colored, yeah. The basal color turns a little bit more pale as the weeks goes by. But I don't really remember her having this purple tinges to the lip last time she bloomed. So I think this is a better blooming in a way. The blooms looks better, more frilly. Look at this beautiful, beautiful yellow center. It's got a fair amount of Cattleya mossii in it. And Gertrude Hausermann is also hybrid, which creates pale white flowers. So I'm very pleased with this orchid. As is a kind of sort of tiny orchid, which creates large, beautiful, frilly flowers, fragrant. Not much else to ask for, is there? And yes, Miltonia Sunset in bloom. It's been out for a while. It's turning more pastel, lighter colored. The tone I prefer. Yeah, stuff happening. Yeah, and the spike here on the Psychopsis mariposa 3 lips is now taking off even further. Yeah, careful so it won't reach the bulb. Do you see something wrong in this picture? Yeah, the day after, I brought my watering can up there to fill up the water reservoir to the semi-hydro Marquise. And snapped the tip of the spike. A spike which easily would have lasted for at least 2 years. In some cases, even 5 years I've heard, but 2 years has been a maximum for me at least, with this genus. So, well, I'm curious to see what happens next. Is it going to wither down? Is it going to shift color to yellow? And slowly wither way down there to the base. We'll need to wait for a new spike to appear in a year or so. No, I'm not sure really how these guys work. So, might as well be there will be something branching out from there. As it's been this way for 2 days now, and I see no yellowing. That's funny. I didn't even put any cinnamon to the top. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, this sad incident suddenly turned out to be a fairly interesting project to follow. Yeah. Yes, box. Yeah, and up here, something else. This one. Cattleya Renee Marquise. This one should be the flamethrower. Yes, as you can see, it's already bloomed from the very same spike a few months back. And as it was a very, very strong spike, it had strength enough to rebloom with 3 flowers even this time around. Yeah. This is actually one of my favorite orchids. Yeah, it really is. And these are taking turns. This one is also the Renee Marquise, seemingly the flamethrower, but well, it's just a cross, obviously. Really, yeah, a little bit mislabeled in a way. Should be, I've heard. But this one might be the real deal. Sometimes they label everything as the flamethrower. when it actually isn't. This one might be. I don't care. I love this orchid flowers. Yes. Very long lasting as well. Yeah, we really need to see this one. But wow. Look how well she's growing. Look how large this one's growing. I was under the impression that this one was a weak hybrid. Phalaenopsis pinif. Yeah. Now she's growing her first spike here in my car. I mean, look at the leaf she produced. And as I said, I was under the impression that this one wouldn't grow large at all, that it would be a somewhat compact hybrid. The one I had prior to this one was, as for the time she actually stayed alive, she caught some issues to the stem rot, yeah. I think it was stem rot she had, yeah. All of the leaves fell off and stuff. But this one, I didn't even repot her, as you can see. She's well on her way up, growing out of the pot, kicking the pot away. But I won't touch this orchid. If you want to kick away the whole pot, that's fine. That's totally fine by me. I can tell you that much, guys. I won't touch her. No? And look. Well, this gorgeous pattern. Yeah. This one is going to be a stunner. So, I'm so happy. Yeah. And a couple of Phalaenopsis. Not much to see, but behind here, Orchid, Chief Sweet Orange. Look at her latest growth. Produced here. It's an excellent growth with a sheath. So I'm trying to point the grow lead bulb directly towards it. If that helps, I'm not sure. Well, we can always give it a go. It won't hurt. See what she does. Would be very nice with an orange. Beautiful splash. And the Cattleya purpurata estriata will soon burst, or crack, shall we say, this sheath open. It's only 2 centimeters left. Fortunately, I burnt her leaf. That one, I'm not sure what happened, really. I was a little bit too close. Slide down or such by mistake. So, grrr, but well, that's life, I guess. This is 1 week later. Looks like we're gonna get 3 flowers on this spike this time. Yeah. Something else. You might have spotted it already. Maxillaria tenuifolia in bloom. With a couple of blooms this time. And the blooms are so long lasting. Yes, really long lasting. This one is the coconut orchid. As the flowers smells like coconut. Really fresh coconuts. And this is last year's flower. She only produced 1 flower last year. And a couple. A little bit less. A few less than this time, but a couple the year before. So I grow a little bit tired of her, so I put her into the shade. And all of a sudden she started to bloom. Changing conditions. That's when it happens. So there are a couple, really. I think that's nice. I really love this orchid. Good sized flowers. And the little and Gregum leonis. Yeah, soon it's going to be open. But I spotted 3 buds, but it was only 2. So this is getting better and better. So let's see what she does. And this is what she did. Flower looks like this. I'd say around 5 centimeters wide across the petals. And yeah, as I mentioned, 2 buds yet to open. Yeah. Let's see how they work. Yeah, it's starting out with the spur, developing the spur to the new bud. Yes, and then it continues with the flower. Yeah, it's now it's morning. Seems like it's daytime fragrant as well. Doesn't really stand out yet, but it's there. Hard to describe, but I think she's going to be even more strongly scented come nighttime. I haven't sniffed her yet during nighttime, but yeah. Well, no, guys, this isn't even the same room, but I just wanted to give you proof. And yeah, look, Usitana, yay. keeps on going. Anyways, it's not this area, but yeah, let's make an exception. Look, a first time spike on my wrinkle stylist Rechusa. Yeah, first I thought it was a new root coming, but no, it's not, as it's very pale. And it's fairly high up, but it might just as well have been a root. But I just didn't know where to put her. She was in my warmer growing cabinet before, 1 month ago, 1.5, I don't remember, when I moved her actually to this cooler, a little more dappled-lighted area. But now her foliage has got a much more healthier green tone to it, with less light and higher humidity. I mean, a spike. I've been thinking about throwing away this orchid several times, so now I'm so glad I didn't. Let's see if I can, yeah, here's a very vague, pale picture of her flowers, but this one is the real deal, the real foxtail orchid. When I speak of the foxtail orchid, this is the one they are actually referring to, the Rechusa, which carries the longest flower spikes of them all, even longer than the Giganteas. There's a lot longer. And look, tapering off to the tip, just like a foxtail. So, that I didn't see that coming. Not at all. Not ever. Just kept it just as a souvenir of some sorts, sitting there, taking up space, not having the heart to sell her, throw her away. So, she's now rewarding us. It's little. Jewel orchid as well, in bloom. This Tulumnia Gyrac Flyer Sahara, yeah, she's almost over, but creating another one. So, she is going to sit in the cabinet. That's why I'm showing this gal to you. She's being watered today. Yeah, I think that was it. I hope you liked it as much as you want to give it a thumbs up. Take care, and we shall talk soon. Bye-bye.